County Judge Jim Lewis here in McLennan County is retiring, but not before he voted to raise your taxes. So County Judge Jim Lewis votes to raise your taxes. He was the tie-breaking vote, voted to raise your taxes. A couple of minutes later, he says, I'm retiring, and now he says he wants a say in who replaces him.
Yeah, hello, Leroy. I got a question about old Jim Boy Lewis, sir. He retires after he votes to raise our taxes. Then he retires, and now he's going to say he wants to say in who's our new county judge. Jim Boy Lewis, here's a message. Either you're retired or stay on the job, one or the other. I'd just rather you retire. You already raised our taxes, and I don't think you ought to have a say on who our new county judge is. That's just my opinion. Leroy.
We haven't heard from Leroy in a while. It is astonishing, the arrogance of this man when it comes to these two issues. That he votes to raise your taxes. Oh, I'm retiring. Oh, and I'm retiring at a time where we can't put it on the November ballot because it's too late. And so there are 2 years left in the term, so we're going to have to appoint somebody, and I want to have a say, I want to have a vote on who that person is. But I'm out of here. Adios, mofo. 8:21, Shane Warner Morning Show, Sports. Here's what I think should happen. County Judge Jim Lewis ran for re-election less than 2 years ago. He is retiring at the end of this month. He votes to raise your taxes. He's the tie-breaking vote to raise your taxes. And then he says, I'm retiring. And then he says, well, state law allows for me to have a vote as long as I am in my official capacity, and I'm not stepping down until my replacement is named, so I'm going to stick around so I can have a vote on who gets to replace me. So he raises your taxes. He wants to pick his successor, but he doesn't want to fulfill his obligation, the obligation that he asked to have just 2 years ago. Oh, and he's also retiring at a time where you can't put it on the ballot for this coming November because it's too late. Here's what I think should happen to spite people like Jim Lewis. I think the person who ran against him last time, who got the next highest amount of votes, should automatically get the spot. If you want to retire, fine. But the person who ran against you, that you said you are better than, that's what you told voters. That's what any election is about. Like me, I'm better for the job. If you bail on taxpayers, that's fine. It's your prerogative to do so. But just note that when you bail on taxpayers, especially after you voted to raise your taxes, the guy who came in second to you, that's who gets your spot.